What's up, guys? We are live from the Brojo for another episode of the Takedown Breakdown. I am your host, Kian, not Keith, and I am here today with
regular guy Zach.
Oh, what a lovely time, Zach! What a lovely time.
Yeah, no rain for like the past 3 days.
One of the best wrestling podcasts out there.
I don't know about
Hopefully.
that. I still think Solid Monster holds that title.
There probably is.
For me personally.
Because I don't listen to my own podcast.
Neither do I. I still think the sound of my own voice is weird.
I listen to everyone else's. Like, I listen to the What the Facts and stuff because I have to because I edit those.
And because it's not his voice.
Very correct. So, we have some news articles that are actually very interesting that I feel like I'm glad we were able to talk about.
Yeah.
Shinsuke Nakamura just got bitten by a police dog and will not be competing for the United States American title.
Well, it happened on Monday at a live event before the SmackDown show.
Yeah.
Yesterday, 2 days
Tuesday.
ago.
Holy shit. Why?
So horrible timing. The original plan was for Hardy to have an open challenge against Nakamura. But because he got bit by a dog, that didn't happen.
Oh, man.
Instead, we
It
got...
was a police dog. Like, what? How?
Apparently, they were just searching through the locker room, and for some reason, they just took a liking to Nakamura for some reason. I don't know why.
Sorry.
Like, that's seriously the article. That's seriously the article I read.
Too.
I was like, what the fuck?
Like, oh, man. Do they do that often where they take, like, a police dog into the locker room?
I have no idea.
I haven't heard of that, so it's just...
They shouldn't, because they're not allowed to do those kind of things with their wellness policy.
They're not allowed to have it on the premises.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, they're... That wellness policy is, like, give or take depending on the person.
All right.
I'm gonna be...
I know. I
remember
some things.
I'm gonna be real on that. So, that sucks, though. Like...
Hopefully it's not too serious, because I was looking forward to this Hardy Nakamura thing. Especially if it equaled Shinsuke finally winning a title on the main roster.
Yeah.
Plus, there are reports that Jeff Hardy has been working with a couple of injuries. So, would have been nice just having be taken off and take care of those.
Yeah. Sami Zayn has a torn rotator cuff and has to have surgery and won't be back till 2019.
You're welcome for me.
Thank you, Zach.
Telling you this.
That sucks, though. Like,
it did because now you can't see Kevin and Sami win the tag titles now.
Oh no!
And by the time he comes back, Kevin Owens will probably be in some bigger storyline and he'll be shuffled down the card again.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's the name of the game, man. Injury is, like, hard on people.
Yeah. It really sucks, though, because Sami Zayn has kind of been a vital part of Raw.
Yeah.
Even if his segments with Lashley were pretty bad.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. Like, I really do like Sami Zayn, and I think that, like, it just kind of sucks to see that, you know, he's going to be taken out because of this injury. WWE says cross-promotional content outside of SmackDown Live is part of the new contract with Fox, but they weren't willing to disclose additional details. So, the idea is that they were going to put, like, on the Fox Broadcast Network and then Fox One, FS1, which is Fox Sports. So, it'd be very interesting to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking.
So is Fox Sports, like, on local cable or Dish or whatever? DirecTV?
It should be, yeah.
Okay.
It should be one of the local channels you'll be getting through Dish Network.
Or DirecTV.
Or DirecTV, so...
I don't think it's on cable.
It is.
Oh, it is?
I have FS1.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. Sometimes. It's a lot of college ball.
Bring NXT and 205 Live to Fox Sports. Why not?
I don't know. I guess.
What, you think it'd be bad?
I don't know if it'll be bad, but it'll be different.
You think they'd have to make the product different because now they're on TV? Because, you know...
I don't know, actually. I'm trying to think.
Pretty sure NXT did well that one time it was aired live on USA.
You know what? Maybe it might not be bad. Maybe it'll get a few more viewers. But
well, for me, that's where I stand, because it's just like if you don't have the network and you have to just read results online, or watch highlights or whatever. It's kind of an inconvenience.
It is more easily accessible, but that's how they get you though.
Yeah, no.
Like my dude, you can get like Hulu. It's like $7.99, and that shit's all on there.
How much?
$7.99.
Oh.
And you get like every other thing.
Really, NXT's on there?
Yeah, NXT Main Event is on there too. We don't ever cover Main Event, but
that's because it's only 2 matches.
Yeah. Or like that All-Star one is on
but
there.
But then again, 205 Live is mostly just 2 matches.
Yeah, but that's fun.
Are you trying
that
to tell me?
That actually has a legit story though. Main Event usually doesn't. Main Event is just like because wrestler A and wrestler B have not had time in the main roster, they're like, yo, let's put these two together and see what they do. That's basically...
It's kind of like WWE Superstars was back in 2009.
Yeah, it's basically what it is. And, I could see it working, but then I could see, like, the streaming platform hasn't failed them yet.
Sure.
So, who knows? Rick Swann was released last year, right?
Yeah, I believe
last
so.
year. And will now be joining Impact Wrestling.
It was either December of last year or early January. So because I remember Cedric wasn't in the position he is now because Rich Swann was supposed to face Drew Gulak for the #1 contendership when Enzo was still champ.
And then Enzo
got the boot. So.
Got the boot. So the cruiserweights were not having a good time in the beginning of the year,
and now they're infinitely better.
Yes, they are. It's weird. One thing he did want to cover is that him and his wife are doing good now, and
that's good. Then.
Bet.
What?
Bet.
What about bet?
I bet it's not gonna last. Like, I'm one of those people. I'm a pessimist when it comes to like abuse. So, man, we're good now. It's code for I don't beat her on the light. Sorry, that's just how I feel. Yeah, no, sorry, man.
Are you gonna drag us out of this dark place
with the Raw highlights?
All right, I mean, Raw was a good show, so
yeah.
Drag us out. Tell us what happened first.
Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley open up the show with them doing Roman Reigns and Lashley stuff.
More like the announcement was made that Brock Lesnar has hit a snag in his contract, so it's up in the air if he's going to be at SummerSlam. So the multi-man match at Extreme Rules was canceled. And then Roman and Lashley went on about how both of them could beat Brock Lesnar.
Well, I think they could easily could.
I think Lashley could.
Yeah.
But then the Revival came out, which led us to the tag team match that was after that.
Yeah. And it was okay.
Yeah. Is this 50-50 booking because they had the Revival one?
I believe it's 50-50 booking.
Great.
That's what it feels like, at least.
It's kind of good, though, to see the Revival get a big win like this.
Yeah.
They've been jobbers since they returned because, I imagine the company is kind of afraid to take a risk with them because they kept getting injured last year.
Right. And then we go to Matt Hardy versus Curtis Axel. The B-Team parodied the Raw Tag Team Champs backstage again. In the ring, Matt Hardy overwhelmed Curtis Axel early as he tried to suplex Axel off the top rope. However, he slipped and Axel pinned him.
Yeah.
This could easily be where you bring up the sibling.
You just really want them to be together, don't
Not
you?
together. I just want a sibling. I want a sibling rivalry kind of thing. I think that'd be interesting. I'm wrong, probably, but I personally don't like Bray Wyatt.
We know you don't.
I think that this would bring him up just a little bit.
A sibling rivalry with Bo Dallas, who hasn't done a thing since coming to the main roster.
Yeah, that could push him.
Bray Wyatt's been booked pretty horrendously these past few years, too, mind you.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think that could work. It could bring both of them up.
I don't know.
Not even them being a tag team. Not even
yeah,
being
I know,
a tag
but
team.
knowing this, they'd probably turn it into some weird spooky shit, like with Balor and Wyatt last year.
Well, I was gonna say it could end up becoming just like Goldust and Stardust, and you know what? Never mind. Forget what I said.
You didn't even like that.
That's what I mean, though. I don't want it to end up like Goldust and Stardust, because it started out with just like Cody Rhodes and Goldust just being a tag team
Yeah.
of Rhodes and Goldust,
Mhm.
and then it got weird.
Well, the reason why he became... Do you know the reason why he became Stardust?
Yes,
Okay.
I think. Go on, elaborate for me.
Tell me what you think it was.
Wasn't it because of like they just wanted he was going stagnant and they needed a new shtick, wasn't it?
I thought it was because he kept taking the losses and he was just like, you gotta find a better partner. And then Cody just came to him and was like, I got an idea. And then he switched up his gimmick. To me, I like that storyline. Until they butchered it when they were supposed to feud together.
That's my thing. That's my thing. They could do that same thing and make it better. That's what I'm saying.
Does that mean Bray Wyatt's gonna bring Bo Dallas to his land of spooky?
Yes.
Or what if Bo Dallas brings Bray Wyatt to normalcy?
Oh, that'd be weird.
He'd be Husky Harris again.
That'd be weird. The Authors of Pains beat Wretch and Rex Gibson, which are just two jobbers, right?
Yep. Way to make AOP look good.
Quote unquote, it was not very fun.
I didn't. So,
Yeah.
I didn't really see it.
Alexa Bliss versus Natalya.
Eh.
Man, we've had this conversation, and I just...
So, does Nia Jax ever get her rematch?
I don't know.
Or is this going to be a triple threat at Extreme Rules? Because now Natalya owns a victory over Alexa. And you know how that translates into a title shot.
Yeah, I know. Who knows? I still think she cashed in too early.
She just shouldn't have won it.
Yeah, no,
Because
exactly.
it was too soon after she lost it.
Right, and that I don't know what they were thinking. I have no idea what any of them were thinking. Like, it just...
Probably that she's one of the hottest acts in the company right now. Like, she gets a pretty good reception every week.
That blows my fucking mind, though. It just always does and always will. So, the Riot Squad versus Ember Moon, Bayley, and Sasha Banks.
Reluctant partners again.
But it was a good match.
Mm-hmm. So, I wanted to ask you this. Was the ending Bayley turning heel?
Yes, I feel like it is.
I didn't think so.
Really?
I thought it was just, as the commentators were putting it, they were saying if Bayley finally had enough with Sasha stabbing her in the back all these times, so now this is her finally coming to blows with her frustration and her just taking it out on Sasha.
You know what, it could be, but I kind of consider that her push to becoming...
I don't want her to be a heel. Like, I don't think I haven't seen it, so maybe she can. But at the same time, it wouldn't make sense because Sasha's always the one that's betraying her, and Bayley's always trying to fix it.
Right. So
So
maybe
when-
she's just sick of it, and that's what leads her into, like...
Well, even then, like, how do you make us hate the person who we're supposed to sympathize with because she's the one that keeps getting attacked by Sasha?
Touche. Maybe it isn't. I think you might have a point, and it could be different.
I hope so, because to me, storyline-wise, it just doesn't make sense for the person who I feel like we're supposed to sympathize with is the person we're suddenly supposed to boo. Like,
You're right. I 100% agree with you, Zach, on that. That does make total sense. Then we go to Mojo Rawley wants no part of No Way Jose.
I didn't want to see Mojo Rawley to begin with.
He requested a rematch,
Yeah, Jose did.
and he refused. It was okay. It was just like a, yo, I hate you. Yo,
I
hate you
did
too.
not care for this segment at all. I thought it was pointless. Could have been a main event instead.
Yeah, then we go into Kevin Owens and Braun Strowman versus Finn Balor and
Yep.
Corporate Corbin.
You mean Constable Corbin?
Constable Corbin.
I mean, real quick. I mean, I guess it does get Mojo some good heat, so
Yeah.
whatever works.
Mhm.
But this was unique, especially because Braun and Kevin were actually a pretty good team.
Maybe this is the new team.
No,
New tag team.
no,
Braun and Kevin Owens
I don't want to see
versus Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy.
No, I don't want to see reluctant partners for a while now. I'm sick of it.
I don't know what to tell you, my dude.
I don't know either because it left us on such a weird note with Braun flipping Kevin's car.
Yeah.
Like,
it's weird. Yeah.
Are they gonna feud now, or are they slowly becoming a tag team?
I have no idea. Who knows? Who fucking knows?
Anyways, Braun and Kevin won by countout because Corbin and Balor couldn't get along.
Yes, and then we go to the final match, Zach.
The match of the week.
Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins.
It was such a good match.
It was fun. It was just...
But the ending took so much of the piss out of it.
The disqualification.
Yeah. To be honest, though, I couldn't really see a win-win situation for either guy. Because if Seth won, that means Dolph's win was a fluke and there was no point in him winning it if Seth was just going to win it back.
Yeah.
If Dolph wins, what does Seth have to do now? Like, I don't see any open programs for him. Because if he lost clean, that's twice he's lost to Ziggler. Does that mean he's out of title shots?
Right. I don't know. And, Ziggler was doing good with the tag team game, so it's weird to have him...
Well, people are saying they're the new Michaels and Diesel, so...
Okay.
Well, something I wanted to point out was I was thinking Dean Ambrose was going to return and save Seth Rollins. Like, I talked about this with one of my coworkers. I said, what if Drew McIntyre attacks Ziggler and it's a 2-on-1 beatdown? Dean Ambrose comes out and saves him. They have a tag match for Extreme Rules, and then that's how Dean turns on Seth and becomes a heel and sets up the program for SummerSlam.
That could make sense.
And then Roman Reigns came out. I was like, okay, that's still good. But what about the Lashley feud now?
Who knows?
I'm actually really interested in the Reigns-Lashley feud just because it seems like a good fight on paper.
That Miz TV featuring the Bludgeon Brothers started SmackDown Live, and that was okay.
Mm-hmm. Did we ever get a motivation as to why they attacked Daniel Bryan?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, of course.
They accepted a challenge, though, by the Bra Man.
The Bra Man?
The Bra guy.
Is that his new nickname?
I don't know. Xavier Woods versus Rusev, though.
Yeah.
It was a good match. I liked it. It was fun.
Rusev's getting that push.
I'm glad.
How long will it last, though?
I know. You know who I think Woods also deserves a push of some sort.
Maybe for a mid-card title.
Yeah. I really
put him in the Cruiserweight division.
I don't think he's...
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that because he was always going after the X Division title in TNA.
United States Champion Open Challenge.
Was not answered by Shinsuke Nakamura, but instead answered by Eric Young.
And there was no contest.
And then it was the Usos versus Sanity.
Yeah.
Why would they have Sanity lose their first match?
Who fucking knows?
I was so disappointed about that.
Yeah, because then it became that 3 tag team match.
Yeah,
6-man tag team match with Usos.
Yeah, and then they fucking lost.
Yeah, I know.
Why?
I don't know what to tell you. I don't fucking write the script here, Zach. I just report on what happened.
I just want to know why you would take this hot new act, Insanity, who did pretty well in their debut segment last week, and have them lose. It was because they're about chaos, and they created chaos on their first night by attacking the Usos and beating them senseless.
Yes.
Only to have them lose this week, which makes no sense to me. Don't you want to build up your new team to give them some credibility?
Yes. You're right. But then we go into... Oh, shit. No.
Did you lose the page?
No, I got the page back. Then we got into Becky Lynch versus Sonya Deville.
Is this a redemption storyline for Becky?
I guess.
I'm digging it because, she's pretty great in the ring. I don't know. She didn't have a great year. She didn't have a great year last year. She was kind of playing second fiddle to everyone else. Carmella, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Naomi.
So, then we go into James Ellsworth being back. And,
how did you feel?
Cuts a promo.
How did you feel about this?
Man, I don't fucking know.
Well, the important part is that he's probably going to get his ass kicked by Asuka next week.
Yeah. This happened like fucking last year, didn't it?
Not with Asuka.
I know,
but
Becky. Against Becky, he got his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I was gonna say, this has happened before. Oh, man. I'm glad they hired him back. I think he's fucking funny, but like...
Right. I thought his interactions with Paige were hilarious.
Yeah. Then we go to Daniel Bryan versus Luke Harper. And do you know what the big thing that happened?
Kane returned and reunited Team Hell No.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Apparently he hasn't been elected mayor. He's still just running for it.
Yeah, no, apparently, but like, apparently people are giving this, like, it's a good match. It was a great match. Like, I really, really enjoyed it.
I agree.
But, like, everyone is just, like, up on it. Like, oh, man, it was the best match this week. I'm like,
it's just because of Team Hell No reason.
Exactly, and I think that's why I'm kind of not digging it. Like, that makes me seem bad.
And despite the rocky start with how their partnership formed in 2012, they actually got pretty over.
Well, I personally just don't see the hype in it.
What, Team Hell No reuniting?
Team Hell No reuniting.
To me, it's weird just because the last time Kane and Daniel Bryan interacted, Kane supposedly injured Daniel Bryan on Raw.
Right. Yeah, so, that was the end of that. And, it was a good match. I liked it. I thought it was fun. Not saying it's not a fun match, guys. Just saying I don't think it deserves the amount of rave and praise it's getting.
That praise should go to Rollins and Ziggler.
Yeah. Then we go to Tony Nese versus Akira Tozawa in the beginning of 205 Live.
Sorry. Hooray!
It was a good match. I dug it. Thought it was fun. Thought it was enjoyable.
Arnice and Buddy Murphy in a partnership. A tag team partnership.
Who knows?
Because I heard that Buddy Murphy was just standing on the ramp watching.
Yeah. Then we go to Leo
Rush.
Leo Rush versus Dewey James.
Yeah. How'd he do?
He did okay.
I guess that's not surprising considering Dewey James is probably just a jobber.
He was a jobber, yeah. Oh, man, Lucha House Party.
Yeah, Lucha House Party versus Gallagher, Kendrick, and Gulak.
Dude, it's just the same thing over and over again.
Okay, can this feud be done now?
Yeah, I hope so.
Because, like I said last time, I don't know how many different mix and match combinations you can have with these guys, but it's starting to get old because it's been happening since WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, after WrestleMania.
Break up Lucha House Party, or Gallagher and Gulak and all them.
Yeah, break up Gallagher.
Make them feud within each other. Yeah.
I'd rather see Jack Gallagher go back to his face shtick because now he's just a generic heel.
Yeah.
Before he was actually one of the most entertaining parts of the Cruiserweight division.
Yeah, because he was like the goofy.
Yeah, and it worked. People ate it up. Even the hardcore fans was like, this is fucking great. And now he's a generic heel, and I'm sad.
Tommaso Ciampa interrupts Aleister Black, though, at NXT, my dude. What did you think about this?
I thought it was fine because, Ciampa has a right to say he's next in line. He beat Gargano in a pretty damn good match.
Yeah.
And he's kind of right how Aleister Black just kind of squeezed through Lars Sullivan.
Yeah.
Do you know that Lars Sullivan competed in that match with a broken jaw the whole time?
I did not know that.
Yeah, they reported on it earlier in the show.
Holy shit.
He went through all that. Probably got legitimately kicked in the face, too.
Yeah.
So, kudos to Lars Sullivan.
Kona Reeves versus Max Humberto.
Kona Reeves needs some work.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching it, and I was like, he's got style. He's just got to do something to his moveset, because it just seems so bland.
It does, yeah. And then Candice LeRae versus Lacey Evans.
It was good to see Candice LeRae be given her own thing, kind of.
Yeah.
They still mention Johnny Gargano, but it's not like she's directly involved in the storyline anymore, because she said now she's focusing on what she wants to do, which is go after the NXT Women's title.
Which I'm super glad about.
Me too.
And so that has been the Takedown Breakdown.
No, it has not.
No.
You forgot the main event.
What was the main event?
Undisputed Era versus Mustache Mountain and Ricochet.
And how was that? I didn't watch that.
It was pretty fucking amazing, actually.
That's good.
I'd put Rollins and Ziggler and this 6-man tag right next to each other for match of the week.
All right.
By the way, Ricochet is amazing in the ring.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Like, the way he ducked that high-low was pretty cool.
Give him shit to do and he'll do it.
Well, I don't know if he's going to go after Adam Cole's North American title. He might.
Who knows?
Because this seems like a setup. Also, did you know that, I think we talked about this, but Mustache Mountain won the NXT tag titles?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I believe so.
Yeah, so that's kind of why that happened.
So I hope this turns out, I hope he does really well, and I hope he has main roster written on it.
Yeah. So far, Ricochet has done pretty well in NXT.
Yeah.
He's even been endorsed by The Rock.
Yeah. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So that has been the Takedown Breakdown. Don't forget to listen to all of our other podcasts, such as the video game podcast Dem Game Boys, where we talk about the weekly roundup of video game news. The Robro News, where we usually just BS, but also try to talk about movie and trailers. You can all find this on Podbean. Podbean carries a variety of other kind of podcasts. There's science fiction podcasts and all other things. So don't forget to check us out on YouTube and also Podbean. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you would like. I'm Keanu Banyas.
Oh, and I'm regular guy Zach.
Have a good night, guys.